Texas Swarm!
Nate Tice, son of Mike Tice, writes about football for Yahoo Sports.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, nepotism.
It's everywhere. He wrote an article about CJ Stroud, and this is certified Houston Texans porn. CJ Stroud prefers to, no, he craves to operate from within the pocket. And it's a true joy to watch such a young player playing like a crafty veteran at such a difficult position, smoothly maneuvering up, down, left, right, like a video gamer inputting a cheat code, while bending his body and arm to find a throwing angle. This sounds a lot like Lance Zierlein's
Got the chills.
mock drafts.
He didn't say bending like
scouting
that, did he?
reports. Bending his body. I said it.
Are there's italics there?
No, I just read it a little.
Are there some emojis that I'm not seeing?
I read it with a little flair.
That's how he wrote it. Prove me it's not how he wrote
That's
it, Sean.
in the writer's voice.
I'm allowed to read things
Yes, you are. That is a fact.
and interpret how those words were meant to be.
Okay.
Sorry, I have a flair for the dramatic.
Well, maybe he meant it to be written that way. You're doing it right, Paul.
It's like the Constitution. We have to decipher what was the intended meaning of this.
Yeah.
Creativity comes in many forms, continues Nate Tice, and Stroud's interpretation is to keep his eyes forever downfield, hunting chunk plays with a 20-yard gaze, beating defenders, pass rushers, and players in coverage alike with timing, ball placement, and a supernatural sense for space and angles. Stroud has a strong arm, a quick throwing motion, and needs very little space to operate. His Warren Moon-like spirals are so pretty, they are more comparable to an arrow fired by Legolas.
Surprising reference.
I like how we go from Warren Moon to Legolas in one sentence.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
I think Nate Tice would have a place on Gallant and George.
I think so too. That's
Speaking our language.
yeah. Even though I don't know.
Should we try to get him
Yeah.
Good. I just don't know.
to see if he says bending and moving like the way they used
This
to?
is CJ Stroud erotica. I would tell him that.
We can't find another quarterback though to comp him to. Not an Oiler or a Titan.
Well, he's trying to keep.
Someone that disowns the city.
Yeah, Warren Moon, his
It's just a
very
spiral.
clear arranged marriage with the Tennessee Titans for now, which probably involves compensation.
I've always wondered how much.
It's a good question. I don't know. I mean, none of Warren Moon's career happened in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Bruce Matthews, this would actually work for. And Bruce Matthews is one of the guys who says, yeah, we belong in Houston.
Yeah. But this is a very
Legolas never took the easy way out.
Boom.
That's for sure.
got him.
Well, I don't know.
People
You could
love
argue shooting somebody with a bow and arrow is taking the easy way out.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
You're right. You're saying snipers aren't real.
A lot of people
real soldiers.
in shooter games would say that snipers are campers.
Okay.
I mean, there's
Like
a
a
difference,
speak camping.
there's
Hey,
a
you know what?
difference between
Sorry.
sniping and camping.
Sorry that Legolas doesn't have the respect of all the 9-year-olds that you're playing
Yeah.
Call of Duty with.
Also, I'm a dumb apparently. I thought it was Legolas.
I don't know what it is,
You guys
honestly.
Legolas.
Oh, well, I just see it written out for the first time in my life.
Sniping and camping are the same thing.
No, they're not.
If you're sniping like an actual sniper snipes, then you're probably in a prone position, sitting
yeah,
there
you-
for
you can't
a
really
very
do that.
long period
So
of time.
Chris Kyle, war hero? Paul?
Yes, obviously.
Okay.
I'm not calling him out.
But he's a camper.
Whenever I play a video game, that's what I do. I like to sneak around and snipe people.
His Medal of Honor should come with a little asterisk on it, is what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying that at all. Continues Nate Tice, writing about CJ Stroud. This isn't to say that Stroud is a bad athlete. He's actually a good athlete, something he displayed when he had to in college, and also something he flashed as a last resort in his rookie season. But Stroud is a traditionalist, damn it. He's a quarterback who throws, that's in italics, and distributes to his teammates and slices a defense up within the comfy confines of a deep pocket.
He loves CJ.
I got to say, I mean, he did a write-up about Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lot hotter reading this.
Well, I mean, we're going to talk about Trevor's hair.
No, but there's a lot more descriptors in here.
That's who I thought he would compare to Legolas.
Trevor Lawrence, though. Dad, congrats.
Congrats.
0-2 versus Texas.
All the hard work he did to become a dad.
You never know how much it took.
I didn't know he's the dad.
They just announced it.
Oh, okay. Continues Nate Tice writing about CJ Stroud for Yahoo Sports. Stroud has already shown, even with an oft-injured offensive line, the ability to make tight pockets and tough situations work. He wants to launch the ball, hell or high water, but he's so intelligent about it. He knows when to turn the dials and let things rip, but he also knows when to throttle it down. There are times he could give up on a play and dig a throw a split second earlier, but he's already showed a high level of timing during his first season, and it will only improve with more time as a professional.
Whew. That sounds like CJ Stroud MVP 2024.
Could be. How much better do you think he can get from what we saw last year?
Whew. Man.
I think that's the tough question to answer because he really was good, and you expect him to continue to improve. But, I mean, it's going to be hard to improve based off of what he was last year.
I think he can improve quite a bit. I looked to the Jets game, the Panthers game, the duds that happened, the Ravens games, both of them, where he was completely ineffective when they played Baltimore, Carolina, and what we saw the first half in Indianapolis. I know it's the second game of the season, but there's games where he was not good enough, frankly. The Carolina game is a big one. Stuff like that can't happen.
That to me is the improvement. Is that the bad CJ Stroud games are become better than they were last year.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much there is to go up. It's more about lifting the bottom a little bit higher.
That makes sense.
Like even the Saints game, he's 13 of 27 for 199 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. But it's it's not his best game. That was his worst game, but you got the win. Like that's the big thing this year is raise the floor to where you don't ever do what you did against the Panthers.
Yeah, that you don't lose a game scoring 9 points. Was it 13-9?
Like that can't happen again. The Jets game, I know he got hurt, but it was a pathetic performance until he got hurt. I think he threw 91 yards in that game before he got hurt. He was just not good.
And then he got concussed.
Yeah, and then he got concussed.
Yeah.
The Ravens, they clearly had no answer in either of those games to score at least. So that's where the biggest improvement is.
I'll tell you something that Stroud has improved in. Stroud has improved in his appreciation of Houston. Sean, can we play this clip? This is CJ Stroud, who, remember, last offseason was talking about how Houston doesn't exactly have the, I guess, talent of a California. Well, he's starting to learn something. He's starting to learn something very important. He knows now the true meaning of living in Houston, Texas.
I've been here for a year now, and I've really enjoyed it. Being from California, it's so fast. And when I got here, it was like, man, people actually genuinely stop their day to take care of another person, and I'm not really used to that, So I feel like the hospitality, just the camaraderie, the togetherness, even though it's a big city, people still look out for one another, and I can appreciate that, So that's why I feel like it's blooming right now. You can see Houston on the upcharge, not just in sports, but really just in life, period. So it's an honor just to be a part of that.
It's an honor.
Texan Swarm.
It's an honor.
He is right. It is a city that does go out of its way. When I had that issue where my car got stuck in the ditch, I had a homeless guy find 2 wooden planks to try to help my car get out. And 3 other random people came by to help me too. I felt like I felt as unmanly as I felt throwing out that first pitch at the Sugar Land Space Cowboys game last night.
I will say, I do. I love you. I'm never leaving. If I
ain't leaving.
If I lost this job today, I'm not going back to Chicago.
You're not?
No, we're staying here forever. That's our plan.
Forever. Forever, ever?
Yeah. I love Houston.
Forever, ever?
Yeah. I'm going to probably move out of an area that is likely to get flooded soon.
That's good.
But,
That's
League City,
to get flooded soon.
I like League City, but we're first in the evacuation zone, so when it kind of.
Oh yeah. I mean, supposedly
Yeah.
this is going to be not the best year weather-wise. 2 more deep steel blue pill things to get excited about. Stefon Diggs is doing Pilates.
This is I
Didn't
veto,
work for Jose
veto,
Abreu.
Veto.
Did not work for Jose Abreu.
It didn't. I don't think it worked for Stefon Diggs.
Have you watched this video?
I haven't watched it. I just saw he was doing Pilates.
He falls off.
Oh
Click
no!
on it right now.
Why?
Click on it.
Why?
This is a battle red pill.
Oh no!
Yeah, you need to click on that link right now and watch this
No,
video.
I don't want to. I don't
He's-
want to think less of
We'll get an
Stefon Diggs.
update.
I don't want to think less of Stefon Diggs. So he fell.
He's
explain this to the class.
leaning back on this machine, and it just comes out from underneath
And
him. And he just
then
falls off.
Resistant bands go everywhere. It's
Yeah.
Oh
crazy.
God. Well, listen, Pilates is tough the first time you do it. Shout out to Houston's Pilates Illuminatis. Also, Stefon Diggs has an
I keep watching it.
I think he tweeted about it. He's addressed it on X.
Well, because Tank Dell put it on Instagram. Good teammate or bad teammate?
he's holding him accountable.
Okay.
Yeah, and that shows camaraderie.
Yeah.
Right.
They're comfortable joking around.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's not afraid that Stefon Diggs is such an egomaniac that he'd get mad about something like
Yeah.
this. All right, let's see what Stefon Diggs tweeted about this. But also, Stefon Diggs has Asics shoes, and shout out to those. Asics shoes are the best. You ever worn those?
No.
No.
So basically, they have like the built-in, like it's really good for people who've got the really arced feet. Diggs tweets this about the Pilates. Pilates really not that hard. LOL.
Disagreed, Stefon.
Don't let video fool you. I ain't just get whopped by the reformer. I held my own in there. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Y'all, GMFU, I will go dominate that reformer. LOL like for FR. So there you go. And that's your deep steel blue pill.
When we go to break, can someone teach me what
I have no idea what he said
the
there.
GMFU one means?
Me neither. We'll figure it out.
Because I don't know.